turn on the team for not winning the league. So that's why I'm saying this kind of games, I know it's a tricky game, even though if you look at the form of Newcastle in the last 5 games, they've not won any of their games, right? So we should be going there to win, even though they dumped at Chelsea in the Carabao Cup midweek. Newcastle beat us last season, controversial style. We have to have, we have learned from that. So it's very, very imperative. Very, very imperative. I think we still have the superior team on paper. I think we have the superior experience. We have superior manager. Arteta has learned his lesson. We know it's going to be aggressive game, and I'm sure. Welcome to the present match day today, Saturday. Newcastle hosting Arsenal at the St. James's Park. You know it's going to be hostile. You know it's going to be ferocious. You know they're going to create an intimidating atmosphere for Arsenal players, Arsenal fans, and the referee. And the referee needs to be strong today because we know how St. James's Park is going to be rocking. Before we continue this conversation regarding today's game, Newcastle hosting Arsenal at St. James's Park, please like the video. Very, very important, please. And if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. I'll appreciate that. And make sure you turn on your notification bell. One more time, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. So match day, it should be a good game. I'm happy. Yesterday, I made a video late last night talking about the fact that Ben White and Gabriel Magalhaes passed a late fitness test in contest because they completed the training yesterday, so they should be part of the squad. And I think they should be starting the game today because we need our best players to go to Newcastle and get a result. What do I mean by a result? We need to win today. Yes, we need to win today. I see we have to be very careful with it's too early. It's just 10 games. There's context, it's too early. Yes, I understand the title not decided after 10 games, but at the same time, it's too early to allow 8-point gap between us and Manchester City. We have to be very sensible, using certain words and pushing certain narratives. Yes, it's too early to decide who will win the title after 10 games. At the same time, the context is that it's too early to allow 8-point gap between us and Manchester City if we want to be actively chasing Manchester City down for this title race. They're the defending champions. So we have to be very sensible. We have to apply the context to these conversations. We cannot allow Manchester City have 8-point lead. Like I said, all of my content. What's the guarantee when our injured players come back and there's an extensive gap, we will not still draw points? Meaning, I'm not saying we'll lose. We might not necessarily draw some games. So we have to be very, very careful. That's why I say it's a must-win game, in my personal opinion. Some of you, if you disagree with that, let me know why you think it's not a must-win in comment section. For me, it's a must-win game today to narrow the gap so you don't expand it. I understand Odegaard has been out, Saka in and out, Timber, Calafiori, Saliba suspension. I get it. At the same time, at the end of the season, most of you will turn on the manager, you will turn on the team for not winning the league. So that's why I'm saying this kind of games, I know it's a tricky game, even though if you look at the form of Newcastle in the last 5 games, they've not won any of their games, right? So we should be going there to win, even though they dumped at Chelsea in the Carabao Cup midweek. Newcastle beat us last season, controversial style. We have to have, we have learned from that. So it's very, very imperative. Very, very imperative. I think we still have the superior team on paper. I think we have the superior experience. We have superior manager. Arteta has learned his lesson. We know it's going to be an aggressive game, and I'm sure the boys are ready for it. The client was rested in the midweek game. Trossard was rested because we know he's not going to start one area. So we have a few players ready. We know Gabriel Magalhaes was in contention, even though he didn't play. And Arteta is claiming he hasn't trained. We know Arteta likes to play tricks. So I think we have enough to go to Newcastle and win. I'm not saying Newcastle are just going to lay down there for us to trample over them. No. It's going to be a physical game. It's going to be a trifling game. It's going to be very tough. But we have the tools to win this game if we manage it carefully. Let's not forget, in 9 games, we have 3 red cards. We have to be very careful with the officiating. I understand that the English referees are poor. At the same time, that is why our players have to play smartly. No dragging time on throw-ins. No kicking the ball. You know, if you have a target on your back, you have to act smartly. This is not time to banter. No, it's unfair. Let's be smart. We have to win this game. We can't afford to draw points. No draws, no loss. We have to go to St. James's Park. And it is very, very possible. Like, we're acting as if it's the Newcastle of 2 years ago. They have dropped in terms of quality. They have dropped in terms of form. Yeah, they have some good players like Ishak to be available. Bruno Gomes, who escaped a sending off last season. Hopefully, the referees will be keen on watching out for him today with his antics and dark acts. We have Longstaff. They have the other John Linton. They have a few decent players, but they have a few injuries too to their key players. So we can go to St. James's Park, even if it's going to be rocking, and calm the tide down and win well. So I'm expecting a win. So please, I understand the context of Israel to win the Premier League after 10 games, but it's too early to leave a huge gap between us and Manchester City. That has to be taken into the perspective, into the nuances of the conversation. Very, very important. So I'm expecting Ben White to start, Gabriel Magalhaes to start. Midfield, it will be Merino and Partey or Rice and Trossard. That's for manager to decide, because I will go for Partey in the midfield in this time, because we've seen Partey's form in recent games has been fantastic. Even though if playing out of position, he's looking fantastic, looking refreshed. I expect Merino to play in the 8. He has been looking, even though he has not been stellar yet, but you can see he's building his fitness and confidence into the team. He's a new player, so you have to give him that time. We know he's going to play Trossard at the 10. So will it be Rice that will miss out, or will it be Merino? I suspect, I suspect Arteta will go for the physicality of Rice in the midfield, because he rested him in the midweek. So let's see what he'll come up with. We know attacking wise, going to Martinelli, Kai, and Bukayo Saka. So it should be a good game. A very good game, but I still expect us to win. I knew Newcastle will give us a hard one. They're going to be physical. They're going to be trifling. They're going to apply all kind of shenanigans and dark arts. I expect the experience of Arteta and the players to negotiate this one. And I'm still taking my predictions, and I put my preview 2-1 for this game. So we can't afford to draw points. Let me know what you think in the comment section regarding this game. Do you think me calling it a must-win game is a bit too dramatic? I don't think I'm being dramatic. I'm just stating the facts. We can't afford to drop any more points. Like the video, leave your comments in the comment section, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep supporting us now. Hopefully, when I'm doing the match reaction, we are here celebrating a victory against Newcastle, to make sure we do not allow the gap between us and Manchester City go further, and hopefully Bournemouth can do us a favor when they host Manchester City later. And I'll talk to you guys on the next time. Bye for now.